Welcome back again to my channel Chemistry Made Simple for NEET. I am Dr.Lekshmy Subramaniam with a PhD in Chemistry. Today in this session, we will quickly revise the remaining MCQs from the lesson Hydrogen of class 11. We have 4 parts of MCQs from hydrogen and already we have finished the first 3 parts, and today we will be doing the 4th and final part of this unit. And before starting our session, let me tell you the second strategy, how to prepare wisely for NEET. Then second thing is that you have to use notes wisely for the preparation of notes while studying a particular concept. It's very essential that you have to follow some very good notes. You can either prepare the notes or you can follow what I have given you here, and I am giving you mind maps as well, so which is very easy for all of you to follow. And these notes alone would be enough for your revisions. While preparing notes, you have to keep the following points in mind. Firstly, you have to write the notes neat and tidy. So, just scribbling something and all that, and to finish it off quickly. And again, when you take it up and look for the notes just before the exams, you won't be able to find out anything or understand what you have written. So, you have to write them neat and tidy, and you have to try to break down complex sentences and write them in simple sentences. Preferably you have to put bullets, so that's one easy way to recollect all the points, and highlight important points and assign a separate notebook for formulas. Then better thing is that you have to use different color pens while writing headings or subheadings. So you just follow all these strategies while you are preparing for NEET, and surely I think that you will be finding these tips extremely useful. So now we will continue with our last part of the MCQs of hydrogen. First question is, water has a maximum density at dash degree centigrade. The choices given here are 32, 100, 0 and 4. So answer is option D, 4. Maximum density for water is at 4 degree, because at 4 degree what happens is that the opposite forces will be in balance, just like the formation of ice, and maintain the liquid phase of water. Next question is, dielectric constant of water is 1, higher, 0 or lower. So answer is higher, because water has high dielectric constant, which is 78.39. So when water reacts with ionic substances, then that is enough effective along with the release of energy in a small or noted quantity because of the ion dipole interaction. Next question, urea's dissolution is because of why? A, is it due to carbon bond, B, oxygen bond, C, hydrogen bond, and D, nitrogen bond. So the answer is hydrogen bond, because a covalent bond like urea, glucose and ethanol dissolution happens because of the tendency of these molecules to form hydrogen bond with water. So because of hydrogen bond only urea's dissolution happens. The next question is, what is molarity in terms of volume strength of hydrogen peroxide? A, volume strength is equal to 1.2 molarity, B, volume strength is equal to 11.2 molarity, C, volume strength is equal to 11 molarity, D, volume strength is equal to 112 molarity. The answer is B, volume strength is equal to 11.2 molarity. So what is the volume strength of hydrogen peroxide? It is 11.2 times of molarity, which is mathematically shown by X is equal to 11.2 m. X is what? It is the volume strength of hydrogen peroxide, and m is the molarity. Just remember this equation or relation, and so that you can easily you can find it useful for your examination. So next question is, in which of the following hydrogen peroxide not stored? A, is it water, B, acetanilide, C, traces of alcohol, and D, sodium pyrophosphate. The answer is A, water, because H2O2 or hydrogen peroxide is normally, where is it stored? It's in acetanilide or sodium pyrophosphate, because the presence of alcohol slows down the rate of decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. Otherwise it will decompose very quickly. Now hydrogen peroxide is dash in nature. Is it non-acidic, acidic, neutral or basic? So the answer is acidic in nature, because one of the most important properties of hydrogen peroxide is its acidic nature, because weakly it is acidic and pure hydrogen peroxide turns blue litmus red. So it is what does it indicate? Indication of acidic nature, that is turning blue litmus to red. Then hydrogen peroxide is A, oxidizing agent, B, reducing agent, C, both oxidizing and reducing agent, D, neither reducing nor an oxidizing agent. So the answer is option See, it is both oxidizing and reducing agent. H2O2, it acts both like in acidic and basic medium. So, it is an amphoteric substance. What is an amphoteric substance? A substance which behaves like both acidic and basic. Shows both the results. Now next, what does hydrogen peroxide liberate from potassium iodide? A is a nitrogen, B potassium, C iodine and D hydrogen. Answer is option C. So hydrogen peroxide, what is option C? It is normally iodine. Why? Because when 2 moles of potassium iodide reacts with 1 mole of hydrogen peroxide, you get 2 moles of potassium hydroxide and 1 mole of iodine. So just remember, so what does hydrogen peroxide liberate from? Potassium iodide, nitrogen, potassium, iodine or hydrogen. So it is iodine. Option C is the answer. Now next question, what is 30% of hydrogen peroxide called? Is it iodine, perhydrol, hydro or chlorine? So 30% hydrogen peroxide is called perhydrol, which is option B, used as antiseptic and germicide for wound, teeth, ears and all that, washing these. Now next question is, what is the acute angle between oxygen and hydrogen in solid form of hydrogen peroxide? So values are given over here. So what is, just let us check the answer. The answer is D. D is 104.9. Because solid form of hydrogen peroxide, the angle between oxygen and hydrogen, it is 104.9 and the two planes angle will be 92.5. So I have included the other angles in liquid or gaseous forms as well. You can just go through those angles also. Then which of the following is the relation between percent strength and volume strength of hydrogen peroxide? You have got a particular relation which connects percent strength and volume strength. So out of the 4 choices, C, percent strength is equal to 17 by 56. In order to confuse you, they will be giving 17 by 5, 7 by 56 and all that. So don't get confused. 17 by 56 is the relation. So because volume strength of hydrogen peroxide, 56 times of percent strength is equal to 17 times of volume strength. Now which of the following is a trace or compound? Is it nitrogen, hydrogen, heavy water or normal water? So heavy water, because the main use of heavy water is as a tracer compound to study mechanism of many reaction, because deuterium present in heavy water enables to understand about the mechanism of the reaction. Now, is there any difference between water, heavy water compared with normal water? Are they both same or different? So what is the answer? It is just the same because of the presence of high isotope of hydrogen, which is deuterium in heavy water. So many changes will come in nuclear properties, and a slight increase in mass, physical properties and chemical properties also will change. And how much percent is heavy water's density greater than normal water? Is it 12, 18, 2 or 11? So answer is 11. So density of heavy water is 7% greater normal water, because 89% of water or heavy water mass, it comes from single oxygen atom. What is heavy water? Is it HO, OH, DO or D2O? D2O is heavy water. Its chemical formula is D2O. So who discovered it? Urey in the year 1932. How is it prepared? By the electrolysis or prepared by from ordinary water with nickel electrodes using electrolysis. Now what is the reaction of heavy water with sodium? Formation of hydrogen, formation of sodium hydroxide or sodium deuteroxide. So option D is the answer, because 1 mole of heavy water reacts with 1 mole of sodium and results in the formation of 1 mole of sodium deuteroxide and half a mole of deuterium. Just remember this. The absorption of hydrogen on metal surface, what is this process called? Is it adsorption, occlusion, absorption or emission? So the answer is occlusion. So what is occlusion? It's nothing when hydrogen is absorbed. Its absorption and adsorption are different. I have mentioned that in our unit. So absorption of hydrogen at a metal surface, because that is a primary case of reduction, hydrogenation and all that. When temperature increases, occlusion decreases. That is inversely proportional to each other. So they are dependent on each other. Now in hydrogen molecule, when the spins are in the same direction, what do you call? Is it adsorbent hydrogen, nascent hydrogen, para hydrogen or ortho hydrogen? So ortho hydrogen, because the nucleus spins are normally in the same direction in hydrogen molecule, we call it orthohydrogen. If it is in the opposite direction, we call it para-hydrogen. So what is freshly prepared hydrogen called? Is it nascent hydrogen, atomic hydrogen, para-hydrogen, or absorbed hydrogen? Answer is nascent hydrogen. So it is freshly obtained from a chemical reaction and more reactive than normal hydrogen, and but it is comparatively that much not stable. So with that we come to the final end of the final session of part 4 MCQs of hydrogen. You go through all these MCQs, and after finishing of all the units from class 11 and class 2, as I've told you earlier, I'll be uploading more MCQs for the benefit of 2022 NEET aspirants. With that we are coming to a conclusion of this super awesome session, and I'll be coming up with another session soon. So till then, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my videos. So with that, I'm winding up the session.